DOJO, like DOJO,
Alright, so we got Omegachild, Dan Newstead. For sure. Omega. Oh, what we got today is Omegachild. Okay, so Omegachild is an artist. He's a music producer. He's an audio engineer, a drummer, a keyboardist.
A pianist.
You're a pianist.
Pianist.
Used to be a pianist.
Yeah.
But you just switched over to keyboardist, eh?
Yeah.
That shit's hip nowadays, man. Switching sides like that. And and you teach too.
I teach.
You teach.
Yeah.
Keyboard. Oh, sorry, piano.
Piano.
Yep.
Teach audio. Teach music.
Everything.
Yeah.
Over 10 years of creative experience in the music industry.
I thought it was more than that. I met you in 2004.
10 years in Brisbane.
Okay.
Maybe.
When was it 2004 or 2005?
Actually, yeah, 2005. with
Okay.
TAFE,
Yeah.
That.
So I met Dan when I decided to do the diploma of audio engineering or technical production
Yeah, South Bank TAFE.
at South Bank TAFE, and we used to bum cigarettes off each other.
Yeah.
Did you finish that
Sick.
course?
Fuck yeah, I finished it, man.
Just checking.
I finished what I started, man.
Did you smoke back then?
Back then, yeah.
right.
Bummed a couple of rollies off you. When I say we bummed smokes off each other, I mean I bummed rollies off him. But yeah, so Dan was one of the actual like talented dudes that could actually play shit.
Dan was telling me before he learned the piano from a very young age.
Yeah, I started playing piano when I was 10, 11.
That's see,
Yeah.
you
Twenty-
You see what you find out. See what you
yeah,
find
man.
out.
Let's go back to how we met, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, how we reconnected. So Dan was like, yo, you training?
I was smoking a lot of cigarettes.
He was smoking like mad cigarettes, getting all like breathing that
Trying to
healthy.
get off the cigars.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, man, I'll train you. Come around. Let's just.
What sort of training are you talking about?
So just like real fundamental boxing, fundamental sort of MMA stuff.
Yeah.
You know, just using martial arts as a tool to sort of lose weight or get fit. I guess not
Get
lose weight.
fit,
Sorry, get
lose
fit.
weight,
Yeah.
yeah.
Get fit.
And learn some skills. You know,
Yeah,
like
right.
some real world applicable
yeah.
skills.
So Dan, tell me, how was that first training session like? Please.
Oh, man, that was, there's some painful memories from that. You didn't make me spew, though.
That was
tried
my-
pretty hard to make me spew.
That was my goal.
Spew
Was
bucket,
to.
but
What'd you learn in the first lesson?
man, just running on the spot, hey, like, destroyed me. With those
I
little
remember that,
weights,
yeah.
running for what, 3 minutes? And I
Yeah,
was just,
3 rounds.
dying.
That's an old
So that's how bad it was.
And that was the end of the lesson.
And that was it. All right.
3-minute lessons, man. You gotta get short and sharp.
So did you get some groundwork happening, or?
Yeah, he put me to the ground a couple of times. I think you floored me a few times.
I don't know. If,
We didn't really do any jiu-jitsu or anything.
No.
Just
I
like
don't-
boxing and just
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Now-
mainly that and like fitness stuff.
Yeah, cool.
A bit of technique and that.
Yeah.
How long did you
Yeah.
do it for? You guys
Ooh,
trained?
how long did
It
that
was a
go for?
while, eh? Like,
A few months.
yeah.
Yeah, a few months.
Yeah.
It was a little
So it
bit.
kind of helped me. I was trying to quit smoking and
Did it work?
yeah,
Yeah, fuck yeah, it did.
I tried to quit smoking 4 times, and this finally did it. So
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I even had him sparring, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like we'd move around.
after an hour of like torture,
Yeah, I'd be fresh. Mind you, actually,
Fresh as.
like I was a bit tired from yelling at him so much sometimes. So that was,
Man, it takes it out of you when you're trying to do that instruction, right?
it does, man.
You're trying to engage in all the people in the class. How many people in the class?
With just Dan.
just me. It was just
Awesome.
So he had my undivided attention, but very
that was
impressive.
awesome, man. I wish I had time. Well, I should make time for that again, But
So
But that's-
how busy is your schedule these days?
pretty hectic.
What's
Yeah.
what's a typical week for you at the moment?
I work 2 days. Well, I teach 2 days a week,
Yeah.
and then pretty much every other day is working on music.
Yeah, right.
Working on my own music, really, or recording other people.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, pretty much every waking minute is
About music.
about music now. Yeah, so I've kind of always battled that with sport, and music because I love them both. But yeah, music always takes over.
Yeah, right.
So
What sort of
spend-
sport did you play as a kid?
I played soccer I did athletics, all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah, right.
soccer was my main sport. So yeah, got into that, and then later I got interested in MMA. So yeah, they're my favorite, two favorite sports.
But and he just ruined it for you.
Yeah, he just ruined it.
Anyway, back to Dan.
Back to Dan.
Back to you, Dan.
What were we talking about?
We're talking about.
What are we talking about?
I guess what we want to know how Dan got into this. That's where we started off. Yeah,
Got into what?
Okay, so
Got into
the producing,
yeah.
and then why you've because I saw that that thing on the Qube, like I got linked to that thing you did in the Qube.
Qube effect.
Qube effect, yeah.
For those of you who don't know, maybe you can break it down for us.
Yeah, so the Qube effect is basically they got 24 bands in Brisbane or artists together. Got them to perform in a cube with a 360-degree camera, pretty much. So each band gets 10 minutes to do a few takes of their best song.
Yeah.
And they've got to do something in the cube, I guess, to kind of make it interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a solo artist, so I had to kind of come up with some idea to like do in the cube.
Yeah.
Most of the other bands just kind of stand around the camera, so it's a lot. It makes it interesting just looking around. So I had to come up with something there. So I decided to put these mirrors in there.
Yeah. Right.
But it didn't work out as I'd hoped. But yeah,
I thought the mirrors were part of the Qube effect.
No, I got them. I got them off Gumtree and
oh shit, that's awesome.
yeah. So I wanted to create an endless room of mirrors.
Yeah.
It actually looked really cool from where I was sitting, but because I got the GoPros, it's like fisheye, and it just didn't, not enough mirrors. But that was the plan. I was actually trying to build these huge mirror sheets that I was going to hang down and try and like cover the entire cube, but it's just too much work.
Yeah.
We had like 10 minutes to set up.
Yeah. Right.
So, yeah. So basically, I got my setup there, sat in the middle. I think that's pretty cool. You can kind of look around and see what I'm doing.
And you're like a 5-piece band in there.
I'm doing 3 people's jobs.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just going to say, just to paint the picture, you're playing drums. You got the keyboard.
Yeah, so it's kind of I call it a hybrid drum kit, I guess. It's basically half a drum kit and then a keyboard and a drum machine as well. So I'm playing that. I guess the highlight of it is I'm playing keys and drums at the same time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I play the kit with one hand, both feet, and the other hand I play keyboards.
Yeah, that's sick. And the music's definitely good for raving.
It's
fucking working out,
sort of
right?
like kind
of.
It's pretty high intensity, man.
It'd be
high intense.
It'd be good for even like Tabata training. Tabata training. Yeah.
You've done music for gyms, haven't you? Like just
actually, I did some music stuff for this app, Zova, which is like a workout app for chicks, pretty much.
Yeah.
They just do. It's all timed workouts. I mean, it's all pretty much just standard EDM kind of music.
Yeah.
Just kind of slap it together.
Yeah, and it's like say for instance,
it's like Spotify for workout. So you just like, pull up morning workout, target this part of the body, and then boom, it comes up with a playlist. Do your squats, whatever.
Yeah, mad. Just twerk. Just
twerk.
Morning workout, 5 hours of twerking. So
yeah, I did that, but that's but it's a cool project to work on. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, how did you get the idea to? Was it out of necessity for you to just learn to play the drums? Because you're using the machine as well, isn't it?
At times I use the machine. And the whole time I'm playing drums, pretty much, until there's a breakdown and you get all ravey.
Yeah.
I guess the drum kit kind of drives the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then I play lead synths here and there and chuck in samples.
We're definitely gonna link that video.
Yes. Man, it's seriously, dude. The first time I saw it, I was like, I was showing everyone. I was like, I know this guy. Did you see this guy? Like in that one hand, he's got more coordination than fucking you.
I beat that guy up.
Body. Yeah. I was like, watch me, man. One day I'll beat him up.
We showed our last guest. We showed it to him before he came on the show. He was like looking forward to meeting you. He brought his didgeridoo too. It's like,
what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But you had your AIDS was flaring up.
Every now and then it does. Yeah.
When it gets cold.
So Qube Effect, so it's out there at the moment. It said there's 100 people, 100 bands.
24 bands.
24?
Yeah.
Don't know where I got the 100 from.
24. Yeah, 24 bands. It's a bit of a competition, I guess.
Yeah.
So, you can vote.
Yeah, I've been doing it every day, man.
You can vote more than once, a couple of times a day.
We're gonna get some voters on there.
Yeah,
guys,
votes on.
If you want somebody, if you want one of the good guys to win, you have to get on and vote for Dan Omegachild because he's doing something.
I think you should plug. I know it's a bit old now, but that doco.
Waiting for postcards, dude.
It's a bit old.
Yeah, because
2014.
People get to know Omegachild.
Yeah, you can kind of. I guess that is the start of the journey. Definitely, the India trip.
How did you end up? Like, guys, you got to jump on. You got to see this documentary. It is unreal.
It's fucking amazing, man.
Started watching this, and I was like, dude, we got to get Dan on the show. I got to get Omegachild on the show.
Omegachild
on the show.
Omega.
It's an awesome documentary.
Omega.
So explain what happened. Like, basically, you're in Brisbane. Next thing, you're in India playing drums.
That's it. Like, it wasn't really planned as such. Like, it kind of just unfolded as the journey went. But I was working full time with my mate at a private music school kind of thing. And he was just going on a holiday to India, and he's like, "Oh, you should come." And I was like, "Yeah, cool." He's a filmmaker, Danny McShane.
Shout out Danny McShane.
Danny McShane, yep.
He lost a bunch of weight too, just to throw that in there.
Yeah, that's another story.
Yeah.
So he trained me, I trained Danny, helped him to...
See that, my grasshopper, man?
So I took it out on Danny. Yeah, that was my... Yeah.
It was the yelling that got you out of breath.
Yeah.
You had the same problem.
His lungs were mad strong after that.
But, we were just going on a holiday, a bit of a, it was in a bit of a rut, just working full time, just slaving away. But really, I shouldn't have been complaining. I was doing something, working in the industry, doing something I love. But I think, like anything, if you're just doing the same thing over and over and over, 9 to 5 every day, you kind of get sick of it.
Feel your pain, brother.
Yeah, so I just went on that holiday.
Yeah.
And we decided, let's just film it, whatever. So we did that. I took my laptop and headphones, drum machine. You
didn't really... I mean, is it Canada the holiday?
And was it like two pairs of clothes?
Yeah, that's what I would like. That's not really a holiday, is it?
Yeah.
That's more like...
I like... Yeah.
It's more like a journey.
Being a refugee, maybe?
Yeah.
That's like Goku level shit right there. I went to the hyperbolic chamber.
All right, you fucking monk. Just rid of all your possessions.
Yeah, look, maybe I had a couple more than 2, but, that's a bit more cinematic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had at least like 3 undies or something, right?
Yeah.
To rotate between 2 jocks, I mean, like... Yeah, you need one day to...
Like, you didn't shower much, though. Like,
technically, that's
too cold.
8 days. That's a week. If you're rotating between 2 jocks. Front, back, side.
Inside out.
Yeah. Sorry, back to you.
So we didn't shower much?
Yeah, it was too cold. We didn't realise when we got there it was winter and it actually snows in India.
Whereabouts in India did you go?
Well, we started in Delhi and then...
Must be North India.
Yeah. We started in Delhi and then we met this military guy. Yeah.
As all good stories start.
Yeah, and we saw, the Taj Mahal and all that kind of stuff. And that was cool, but when I go overseas, I like to just go off the beaten track and just, just wing it.
Yeah.
We were staying in Delhi, and we met this Air Force dude. And he's just like, just come up. I'll take you up to, the base up in North India. Yeah, so he drove us up there. We stayed on the military base. He snuck us in there. We stayed in his quarters, his barracks kind of thing. Partied in there.
Super shady, man.
Yeah, it was. He was like, yeah, you got to duck down and, you can't be seen here. And shit got a bit weird, actually. Like, he got a bit drunk and he started like dancing around in his quarters or whatever. But anyway.
Fully clothed? Did he have his clothes on?
He took his shirt off. Hey.
Did he?
Yeah, it was a bit weird. But anyway,
the climax of the story is about to come.
So he kind of just like, just come up and stay. And he gave us this book. Yeah. And he just gave us this bit of paper and he wrote down all these different places just to go, and he's just like,
Dude.
just go for it. He gave us all this, because we weren't prepared for the winter at all. He gave us like this military like grade like backpack and all these like jackets.
Yeah, wow.
And he's like, yeah, just give it back to me in in a month or whatever. He's like, just go. And he gave us all this shit, and we went on a journey throughout North India pretty much.
Wow.
That's fucking awesome.
Did you end up dropping up the gear back?
We did later, yeah. Actually, I ended up buying it off him, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So whereabouts did you travel to?
Oh man, some of the places, just all throughout. What is it, Himachal? That's the state, Himachal. Yeah. Pretty much all around there. Just the start of the Himalayas and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we pretty much went as far as we could go without like until the snow stopped us. Yeah, right. We actually got snowed in a few times. And, shit. Which was cool. Like we just chill and wrote some music in the hotel or whatever. Yeah. And
so like I've seen these videos of you just busting out music in this like most surreal scenic places. Yeah. Like sitting on mountains and we'd spend half a day climbing these mountains and just like How'd you carry all your gear up there?
Yeah, I just got used to that, like we didn't have that much. I guess it was had the laptop, spare battery, drum machine, little keyboard. But yeah, we weren't prepared at all. Trekking through snow, like knee deep sometimes.
Holy shit.
In my skate shoes. Like, just like, we were just like, yeah, this is cool, whatever.
So how did the locals react when you just like fucking set up shop in the middle of fucking nowhere?
Yeah, well,
dude walking his goat walks by like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I mean, we went to some pretty remote areas, I guess, and it wasn't holiday season at all. So we were the only white dudes around, just walking around. Yeah. So it was a bit weird. Yeah, like they thought it was a bit weird, and they were looking at my equipment and stuff, and just going, "What the hell is this?"
They've probably never seen it before, right?
A few people, like when we're going to the temples, they were like. The military was just like, what the fuck's this? Yeah. Those little H4 recorders. Yeah. They kind of look like a taser. And so he was freaking out about that. But
dudes are fucking paranoid about that shit.
Yeah, because I think not on that side of the border, but the other side of the border, I think they're at war with Pakistan or Sri Lanka.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we saw a few tanks while we were up there. Yeah. When we were driving, we actually went to the border of Pakistan because we wanted to check it out. And there's a few tanks driving around. I was like, shit. All right.
You'd be fucked if they start going through your shit, eh? Like, dude's got a fucking bomb in his bag, man.
Well, they were freaking out a few places, but it's like, no, it's just, it's just a recorder.
Okay.
But, yeah, that happened in Cambodia too. When I went to Cambodia, there was some military stuff going on. I didn't realise because I didn't check the Smart Traveller.
Yeah.
And I got there.
Smarttraveller.gov.au.
Yeah. I did when I got there. I was like, oh shit! No wonder there's no one around. Like,
what the fuck? Dude.
But it was all good.
Dangerous place to go to too. Like the military is pretty intense. Did you get to? Did you go to the temples?
I went to Angkor Wat. Pretty much. Yeah. Just saw Angkor Wat and that. Yeah.
So going back to your trip to India, did that change your your creative process at all? Like from before you went to India, like like if there was a creative process, did that change at all after you came back from India? Yeah,
completely. Like just the whole mindset of just like I've always worried about. I've always played with other bands and collaborated with people or whatever, and I've never done my own thing. Yeah. So going to do that and just like not giving a shit, just going, I'm just going to write some music and, it's done, whatever, let it go. Yeah. And then it got a good response. So that kind of is like, whoa, okay. So then that's what kind of led me on this journey, doing this new setup and just, and going solo.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
And just not giving a shit, just like, yeah.
That's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
So who do you play for? Like when you're doing the music, is there a particular obviously you play for yourself, but who do you want to listen to it?
Yeah, look, I mean, whoever really, I think the whole thing with it is, I feel like it's kind of trying to push a few boundaries. Yeah. I'm just writing truthful music like that I get off on. Like I literally get goosebumps sometimes sitting in the studio just like, fuck, block.
Yeah.
You know, like
when you get into that zone.
Yeah. You know, so when I just try and hone on that and get that happening, and then just like
put it
so
out there.
Yeah. I just want to just play live mainly. That's where it's at, I think. When I first started, I started doing really like conceptual stuff and having long breakdowns, and I love that kind of stuff. But people get bored.
Yeah,
you know,
that's it. Yeah, there's always that sort of balance. Hey, you've got to
find a balance, kind of, but I don't want to, you know.
But when you're playing music, are you trying to get an emotion out of people?
Yeah. I mean, the whole, I guess, try and make people feel the same way as I do when I make it, I guess, you know. And I guess people who do like it will, you know, we'll get that, I guess. But that's the whole aim, is just try and just create an experience that's just like mind blowing, you know.
So they can feel that euphoria that you feel as you play it.
Pretty much, like you know, get that euphoria drug experience almost by just listening. Yeah, you know, and I get that. Yeah, it's insane. You know, especially when you're playing and stuff. It's like.
When we went to the premiere of your documentary out at the Globe, it was the new Globe Theatre that you premiered. And as soon as that first fucking beat went in with the snake charmer, like everyone, you know, like you just get accustomed to it. You just watch him; he's playing the fucking what is that instrument called?
I couldn't tell you.
It's like
I can't remember.
Like a flute.
I guess so.
Like a recorder.
It's basically a glorified recorder.
Yeah. The snake charmer dude on the side of the road, yeah.
And then so you see him and he's playing this fucking...
How do you tee that up? You just walk up to the snake charmer?
That was just by chance, yeah. We just stopped to get some food, and there's this snake charmer dude. They're really hard to find, actually, in India. You can't find them. You think they'd be everywhere, but it's pretty hard to find. So pretty much on the side of the highway, and there's this dude, I'm pretty sure he drugged it, and you know, took its fangs out and whatever, but it was still cool. He was, you know, did the thing, and we just recorded that, and then later on I kind of turned that into a tune.
Man, it was fucking. That was the whole.
You know, put that in.
As soon as because that was the opening scene. You've seen it, the opening scene of the documentary. And as soon as you just he loops one part of the tune, the sample, and it's like, oh shit, you can feel it coming, and the beat drops in, boom, boom, boom. It's like, what the fuck, this is, and then everybody in the crowd was like, oh shit,
I've got to,
it was fucking awesome.
Play that, I don't play that anymore. I love really played that.
That's my favorite, man, because me and DC went to the premiere.
Shit.
There was not an empty seat. Like, there was a row of people standing right at the back, along the doors. And I was like, dudes loved it, man. It was amazing.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
It's a good reaction. I think it was kind of catered to the creative community somewhat. Yeah. Because it's about, you know, kind of just being creative. Yeah. No matter what, just, you know, follow your thing.
Stick to your guns.
So we had, you know, we got a big network, so we got them there, and
yeah.
But it spread pretty far. Like I didn't expect it to go that far. We got 20,000 views in the first week. Wow. Online. Which is,
it was Vimeo, right?
Yeah, on
Vimeo.
Put the link up.
Yeah. Are there any other countries that you'd like to check out?
Oh, I'd like to check out everywhere. Yeah. I've pretty much seen most of Southeast Asia. Yeah. I love that. I'd like to go to South America, maybe. Yeah. Go to Peru or something.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Do that.
Would that be just...
You could do it with the Incas. You know, those big monuments they got.
Climb some pyramids.
Are you allowed to do that?
No, I've never. Yeah.
We could do that in Cambodia. I was surprised at that. We could climb all the pyramids in there. And,
all right.
Yeah.
Wait, what? There's pyramids in Cambodia?
Oh, well, yeah, kind of. Like
big temples down there.
Angkor Wat. Yeah. All the small temples there.
Right.
It's amazing scenery down there.
Yeah. Cool. How long before you practiced, you know, the current set that you have, or the current setup that you have? How long did you practice in the dark alone before you were brave enough to sort of go out and play it in front of people? Because like that looks fucking hard, man. I
started doing it about maybe a year and a half ago. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe a year and a half ago, and it'd be going on 2 years now, I reckon. But I started playing gigs last year, so
yeah. Oh, okay.
But before I actually started playing gigs, maybe 6 months or so. Yeah. So it's kind of an accident. Like I didn't really set out to do it. I've always like kind of struggled with what to do live. You know, like I didn't want to DJ it and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. It's weird. Like it just so happens that I learnt the drums a certain way, the wrong way. and it kind of allowed me to set it up like this. Because you don't usually play drums open-handed or whatever.
Yeah.
But for some reason I did that, and then...
Like, did you teach yourself the drums, or is that why you learned it that way?
Yeah, I taught myself the drums, like, throughout high school. Just, rock, played in metal bands, all that kind of stuff.
Were you ever a lead singer of a metal band?
No, I think I tried to sing when I was in high school, yeah.
Did you ever win the Nova 106.9? That's a callback.
That's a side joke.
Callback to last podcast with Ben Johnston. If you haven't heard that yet, listeners, go back there and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Maybe at the end of all these podcasts, we could put together a band.
We could totally put together a band. Yeah. This guy it would just be Dan. We'll be standing around like cheering him on.
You guys can rap.
So you grew up in Sydney?
Yeah, I grew up in Sydney. Grew up in the hills, in the country town, and then
did you in the mornings wake up, milk the cows?
Almost, yeah, not quite, but the next door neighbours did. Yeah.
Oh, oh shit!
Yeah, man, full village. There was 50 people in my school.
Oh wow!
Damn.
Yeah, it was. An hour and a half out of Sydney, and then I moved to Sydney when I was 18.
Yeah,
and then started raving.
Yeah,
got into raving
straight in.
So just
getting out of that country town.
Yeah, man, anything to get out of there.
What did you do for fun in that country town?
Blow shit up.
Yeah,
used to blow shit up. Yeah,
I've heard that. I've got some
lots of people, smash
what else did they do, right?
I guess because they'd shoot things and blow shit up.
Push cows over.
Drive cars out in the dirt. Go do donuts and everything.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, we did a bit of that. Yeah.
They didn't have their license yet.
So where does music come into this?
He was a pianist.
Yeah, somewhere along the line. Yeah, I kept that a secret for many years, actually.
From your sort of
high school friends.
Yeah, it wasn't cool to be a pianist.
From Sydney, why did you decide to come to Brisbane? Of all the places, you got married and all these other places.
No way. I don't know why I came here. I love it now, though. Yeah, it's great. But I don't know. Sick of Sydney. Just raving, partying too much, all that kind of stuff. And started a band. Yeah. Kind of a band, and the drummer in that band was from Brizzy, and he's like, just come move up to Brisbane. So
just like that,
I just took a chance and just like, yeah, sweet, let's start again,
just pack
do
your
something.
Stuff up and you just moved.
Pretty much, yeah, in the little station wagon.
What?
Shit.
And just came up here, started from scratch, and then a couple of years after, or maybe a year into that, I met you.
Yeah.
And did that course.
I'm sorry, man.
So yeah.
I'm sorry.
You played one role. You had him quit smoking.
Hey.
You helped him to quit smoking.
You did, man. You helped. I'm still not smoking.
That's just a symptom of what I was actually trying to do. Just trying to make him vomit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And so now, you've been doing this for the last 10 years now?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, this new thing I've been doing for the last couple of years. Yeah. On this new kind of journey, doing the solo thing. But yeah, been in and out of bands, playing in metal bands, doing hip hop and all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, whatever.
And before we're talking about someone that you've helped to produce music for quite a number of different groups and artists.
Okay, so this is what happened, right? I know thanks for the segue, man. So this is what happened. So the boss over here was a bit late because he was training, because he's got the States coming up on Sunday, which he's competing in brown belt. Anyway, so he's late coming in. And so
meant to compete.
He wasn't meant to compete, but last night he just decided to register.
Last night got drunk and registered.
Why are you always awake at like fucking 2 a.m, man? Don't you have to work like at 6 a.m?
I wait till you run a business.
I'm just like...
Dan knows how this feels. Dan understands. Dan understands.
Non-stop.
Anyway, so I was sitting here and I'm listening to Royce the 5'9's new album. He's like, for the last 4 years, he's been my favorite rapper. And so Dan walks in and I've got, his new album Layers playing. I'm like, yo, Dan, have you heard Royce's new album? Do you listen to Royce the 5'9"? Have you heard his new album? He was like, no, I haven't heard it yet, but I used to record him. Oh, no, I've recorded him. I was like, stop the fucking press, man. Say no more. I was like, I need to hear the story. And then like somehow it got onto the point of where like you said you recorded him and his friends, like him in the group. I was like, wait.
Slaughterhouse,
You recorded Slaughterhouse, which is like a super group.
And I didn't realise that at the time.
You didn't fucking realise? Like,
I knew they were like pretty massive.
If you're a rap fan...
but...
massive in Australia?
If you're a rap fan, yeah, fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
But this was going back.
So what, they signed with
Shady.
Eminem.
So Eminem, yeah. So they signed with...
So I actually thought that Eminem was going to be there. And that's what, you know, I was super, super nervous. Like, bullshit. Okay, I've got to do this. So basically, I was working at this college and I was teaching there. And every now and then we get like touring musicians come in and do talks or whatever. And I get this call and my boss is like, oh, we need you to come in. Don't tell anyone, but Eminem's coming in. I was like, what? Bullshit. He's like, yeah, Eminem's coming in. He's bringing in some rap group, and it's on the down low. You can't say anything. You're going to come in and record, like help record it. I was like, oh, geez, really? Okay. So anyway, rock up, get in there. Eminem's not there, but there's all these dudes there. Some I kind of recognize them, but I don't really know them that well, and I never listen to the music. But I did a quick Google, and I was like, holy shit, okay. So we got in this boardroom, and the promoters or whatever they had to talk to us and said, all right, you can't, no phones, can't take photos, can't tell anyone about this, pretty much.
So what you're doing is illegal.
Yeah, I don't know what the go was. It was really weird. They kept us in the dark. They didn't tell us what we were recording. It was really weird. I think there was this promotion company who were bringing them in. They were looking after their tour or something, and they wanted to get some footage of them rapping so they could use it for their business or something. Yeah, okay. I don't know. So anyway, we went into actually, I wasn't allowed into the studio. I was running the session. I wasn't allowed into the studio while they were writing. So I was just looking in, they're writing this rap or whatever. We went in there and set it up beforehand. So, got everything perfect just to make sure nothing was going to go wrong. And they're like, okay, cool, you got to get out now. They're going to come in and write. So I was like, this is a bit fucking weird. So they're in there writing stuff, and then they're like, okay, you can go in now. So it was awkward as hell. Like, they didn't talk to me hard at all. It was really weird. So anyway, I was shitting myself. Just like, okay, should I tell him to do another take? I don't know. But yeah, we did the song or whatever, and then the manager comes in. I don't know. He's probably some big manager or whatever. They gave us this shitty MP3 to record over these raps. That was like, it was pretty shitty quality. Yeah. So I was just like, this is a bit weird, So we did the recording, and then everyone comes into the control room, and they expect to listen to it, and it's like, okay, fuck, all right, quick, put all this shit on here, get this right, mix this. There's only so much you can do with a shitty little file. Usually you've got all the instruments separate. Yep. Yeah. Whatever. And the manager comes in, and they didn't brief us on what we were supposed to do, anything, what the purpose of anything was. And I'm just sitting there like, what do they want me to do now? And the manager I turned around, and the manager just looked at me, and he's like, I'm waiting for you to pull up a mix, man. And I'm just like, fuck, all right. This guy's probably a massive manager or whatever. And I'm just like, and I actually just got the shits. I was like, no way. I was like, fuck this. I turned around and said, how can I pull a mix with this shitty file that I've got? Oh, and shit. I can only do so much with that, which is pretty common knowledge. He wouldn't. And I think the rappers turned around and they're like, yeah, fair enough, So I was like, safe. Fuck. So Slaughterhouse. They said, they came back with me and they're like, it's cool, man. Oh my god. So I don't know, maybe they didn't want to be there as well or something. Yeah, right. It was fucking weird, man. Wow. Yeah, man. I think they were all there except one. I don't know which one. But
fuck. You're killing me right now, man.
Yeah. I just totally forgot about that story until today.
I only just met one of the greatest rap groups in the world. Oh, I forgot about that.
Damn. Dan just takes it in stride.
I know, man. He's so casual. He's so casual about I just met one of the biggest, history-making rap groups ever.
I was hoping to meet Eminem, but yeah.
You wanted to show him your set?
Look what I can do, one-handed.
Yeah.
That is fucking awesome, man.
Weird experience though. It's just, yeah.
Dude.
It was pretty shitty, to be honest. I mean, I look back at it now, it's like, yeah, oh, that's pretty cool, but it wasn't, like, it was stressful.
Yeah.
No, usually the studio's fun and talk to people and shit, but it was weird. It was like I was a slave, and it was fucking weird, man.
How long did the session go for?
Maybe half hour max. Like, they pretty much went in, did their verses, like, did maybe a couple of takes of their verses, and then we're back in, had a listen.
Did you end up mixing anything together?
No, because I gave them the file. That's right, I gave this company the file, and they're like, oh, do you reckon you could do a mix-up? And I was like, I can't mix that to that. So obviously it just was some weird operation that they were trying to run, and I think Slaughterhouse was trying to. They obviously didn't want to be there either, I think.
Yeah.
So nothing came of it. I've still got it, but I probably shouldn't release it. Probably get sued.
We'll talk off air. I'm so fucking jealous.
Sample it.
Very mad and jealous at the moment, man. You're so casual about it.
Maybe I should Google them again. Read again.
Fuck, man, whatever, man.
DOJO, life. DOJO, DOJO, life.
So you're still working in the studio 2 days a week, helping artists to produce their music?
Yeah. I teach 2 days a week, and then the remaining time, pretty much just like whatever projects there are. Yeah. Usually solo artists.
And how do people find you at the moment?
Usually it's word of mouth. Like, one job usually leads to the next, but I've been getting some stuff online now. Like, the website's got up there now. So if you search for music producer Brisbane now, it's starting to get up there.
Nice.
So I get some random calls, but lots of pop stuff. That's pretty much what I'm doing now. It's just like all Bieber.
Nice.
All Bieber stuff. Like, all that tropical kind of stuff, Everyone wants that.
Tropical dancehall type shit.
It's alright.
I don't mind that shit. Like, if you're at a bar, not trying to listen to music, it's sort of just setting the mood.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to listen to it like...
Diplo, that's right. Diplo did all his new stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
So everyone wants that now.
Yeah.
It's like...
For your own stuff, have you collaborated with any singers?
Yeah, this one girl I went to uni with, Asia, she calls herself now. Calls herself Asia.
Is she Asian?
She's Filipino, yeah. Beck, her name. That's about the only one I've got on one of my songs at the moment. But yeah, I think I'm going to start getting more vocalists in to do stuff. But
so I think listening to your tunes, it'd be pretty cool to listen to some of the lyrics as well expressed through it.
Yeah, definitely. I think, finding the right person to do that. I'm starting to toy with it myself a little bit. I've always been hesitant singing and stuff, but I'm starting to practice that now.
Yeah,
man.
With the setup. Because I think that's
shit. So you be singing, playing the drums.
But just out there,
that's
any,
the goal,
any ladies that would like to collaborate.
You don't even have to be able to sing. You just, if you're willing to.
So you single now, Dan? Are you
no,
missus?
No, I'm not.
Okay, take that back.
Take that back.
Take that back.
About that. To collaborate on music. Music.
You have to be an exceptional singer.
Yeah.
I got a couple of white belt questions for you, man.
White belt.
From a common person's perspective. What I want to know, right? I'm always interested to sort of, when I speak to people who are excel in their craft, like, I want to know, like, what was sort of like, was there a defining moment in your life that sort of, when the penny dropped and you were like, fuck, this is what I'm going to do. Like, this is where I want to be. This is what I'm going to pursue.
Not really, I think I've been really lucky to know what I want to do from as early as I can remember. Like, from when I was, like, young. Like, there wasn't really a penny drop moment, but I think I've always just been obsessed with music in some way, and I've just, like, constantly just done it, I think maybe towards the end of high school I was just kind of like, oh, maybe I could make a living out of this, but yeah, I think, like, just from an early age, I've just always just known that I want to do music and play music or whatever, so I've just been lucky to be obsessed with that and know what my passion is, so it makes it easier to kind of, it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
So.
Because you would have put some fucking mad hours Just
Mad hours.
just fucking
Probably have done 10,000 hours.
for sure, man. You would have had
reckon.
to if you would
Yeah.
have started at such a young age.
Yeah.
And you've mastered so many different instruments too. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just
And he's going to The Voice on there soon.
yeah.
gonna be
He's done it.
singing.
He's gonna be singing like he's mastered everything else, man. What's the next one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, it's just come so, like, kind of easy. Like, the work is easy because I just fucking love it.
Yeah.
It's just, this... I think everyone's got something that they really love doing, and it's just easy for them to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to, at sometimes, you struggle doing some things, but really, when you think about it, it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
To be actually paying some bills with doing what you
That's
love is just like
Unheard
insane.
of, right?
The feeling, right?
Yeah.
They're accomplishing at the start.
You'd know about that, eh, boss?
Yeah.
Get paying the bills, doing what you love. I got one more question, and I'll let you, because I can see you brought up a question.
there's no moment like story where something happened.
Okay.
It's
Just knew it from the beginning.
yeah, man. Like yeah.
So every morning you wake up excited.
Every morning, yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Every morning I get up and I'm just like, yeah, sweet. What do I need to do today? Like it's becoming a problem. Like it affects other things in your life. I feel sometimes like I can't switch my brain off. Sometimes like it's just like constantly thinking about doing this, doing that. What can I do here?
Yeah.
What do I need to do
That's
here?
what happens when you're creative.
It's just like, yeah, it's an obsession, and sometimes other things suffer because of that. But yeah,
It's all right.
it's fucking.
We've got
love
the
it.
answer. We'll make you vomit again.
Then this question is just for my own sort of
Selfishness.
really.
He was a single child.
Sorry?
No.
I was a single child. Yeah, no, I was even worse. I was a middle child. So, can you just, sort of a shortened version, can you just explain to the listeners what your creative process would be, like from the inception to finished product? Like what goes through your mind? Is there a system of thought that you go through? Is there a criteria that you put the music through, or
To finished product, as
So-
in like recorded music, or
yeah, so like publishing,
Yeah.
or if it's like a live set, or like anything creative that you want to do, is there like a method to it that you follow, or
So yeah, sort of like I try to kind of like when I was in India, I was in the moment doing that stuff, and it was really hard to. Before I went to India, I wasn't like that. It was really mundane in the studio, trying to create stuff. But going to India kind of showed me that just going with the flow, and just searching for that, like whatever you think sounds good and whatever gets you off, follow that kind of path. So I kind of learnt doing that there, and now I do that in the studio. So I just kind of just screw around pretty much with sounds until something, I just go, yeah, that's cool, and just go on that journey.
so just
And
experiment?
Just experiment. I kind of try to find the goosebump moment first, like
Okay.
the most intense part of the song, or the climax, and then work backwards from there. But in terms of like structuring something, but
Yep.
yeah, do that. It's just kind of, it's a bit of meditation, really, like getting in there and just screwing around and finding that spot where stuff just flows out, and you just not second guessing it, I guess. So
How long? So say you'd sit down in the studio. How many hours, or would that moment sort of happen? Because I know like it wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen as soon as you sit down. But how much are you actually doing before you sort of get into that sweet spot, get in that groove, and then go, okay, now we're going to flesh out this idea?
Yeah, this is a problem. Sometimes I just like create a lot of these awesome little snippets, moments, and then comes I guess the work of trying to flesh that out. You know, because it's really enjoyable in those moments doing that kind of shit.
Because that's what we're sort of chasing, right? As musicians, is that moment, and like if there's a way to get there quickly. I mean, if you know a way, please share with us, man.
I don't know how to explain it, but I guess just being comfortable in just doing whatever you feel like, whatever you think sounds good. Like, the biggest problem I think is people get in when they're creating is they're thinking about all those outside influences, what other people would think. Is this going to sell? Does this fit into this genre or whatever, you know? But when you just completely get rid of that and just go, I'm just going to go in and just like have fun and just create something that makes me go, fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
So
that, dude, yeah.
when you use the term like meditative, that's basically what it is, right?
Pretty much.
Meditation.
It's like a meditation.
That's
sort of
dope, dude.
And like literally, like you get, you know, I don't know, goosebumps. Like literally, you know, literally. Like I actually the last show I played, I was walking up to the stage, and I just had this like completely straight, but so much fucking adrenaline through me, and just like walking down here, getting ready, warmed up, and like I felt kind of dizzy, my eyes went blurry, and I felt this like huge rush through my body, and I was like, whoa, there you go, like that.
Damn.
That is just pure natural, you know. That's what I've been like. That's what I strive for, you know, like, yeah.
Fuck, so an hour in, we'll find out you're a junkie.
Yeah, he's an artist.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Producing so many things. If people are trying to get into the industry, to become a producer, what are some wise words you'd have for them?
Work your ass off, like, really to be able to make money and do something in the creative industries is hard. It's super hard. You gotta love doing it. The only people that make money or who stay in the industry are the ones who just keep doing it over and over and over for nothing, and then eventually for little bits in here. So I don't know. Any other advice, like, because it's a super hard industry to crack into.
If you were to give advice to your younger self, what would it be? If you could go back and
it would be go solo now. Don't be scared to just do your own thing now. Like, you know.
Don't be scared, homie.
Don't be scared, homie.
That's
That's it.
Totally.
So,
that's amazing.
And so now you're running your own business. So you're running your own show. You're living off your work and what you produce.
Fucking winning, mate. Living the dream.
I'm teaching as well. You know, like teaching definitely is a pretty big chunk of my, you know, bills and my stuff. But that's fun too. You know.
Yeah.
Like. That keeps you on your toes.
You get to pass on your knowledge. Do you find when you teach, you learn as well?
Oh, completely, yeah. I remember before starting to teach courses, I was shitting myself, like, you know, I got to relearn this stuff somewhat, because, you know, you forget everything you learn in automatic somewhat. So, it's like when you were teaching me, I guess, you know, you go through it, you know it better yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You're reinforcing it and you're breaking it down in smaller chunks, and you sort of...
Yeah, I remember my dad told me the same thing. Like, he taught martial arts, but he said when you learn 50% of what you learn in that journey is from when you actually teach. Then you actually go through it. Maybe not in music or what you're doing, but certainly in that sort of way. Like, you teach, you learn so much about yourself and that sort of thing. So... but enough about me. Let's talk about Dan. So how do people find you if they want to hit you up?
Facebook. Look for Omegachild on Facebook. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Are you on Twitter or Instagram? Or?
I think every now and then I tweet, but I still haven't figured that out. Yeah, I'm on Instagram too. Nice. Omegachild.
Yeah. Omegachild.info.
And I got the website there, omegachild.info. But hit me up on Facebook. Yeah. It's the best way. Send me a message.
Hell yeah.
Love letters.
Click vote.
Click vote on the vote. That fucking Qube effect video.
Actually, that link, we'll post that link.
Oh, we've got to.
Yeah.
I think you can vote every 4 hours, right? Because I've been...
Apparently, I don't know, at least once a day, I think,
I've been waking up every morning and voting because fuck these other guys. Like, I want Dan to win.
Before he goes to bed, wakes up with a toilet run.
Yeah, vote again.
Sure.
Yeah, man.
Go make a coffee, vote. Go to Dunny again, vote. Should be working, vote.
Is there anybody that you want to plug that has, you know, maybe helped you out during your career, or that you just want to just give some attention to?
I'd say Danny McShane, the guy who did the film.
Yeah.
The guy, the filmmaker.
Fuck yeah,
Definitely
Danny.
put a shout out to him.
Gotta definitely put the video out too.
Fuck, I'm gonna watch it again actually.
Yeah, man, I mean, a lot of that, you know, I'm in it and it's about me, but, you know, a lot of that, his voice is coming through as well. Like, it's his story too. Like, he went through the same shit as me.
Yeah.
We worked at the same place, you know. So, yeah. He wrote some of the script too, you know.
Yeah.
Right. So,
That's cool.
yeah. Danny McShane. Check that out.
It's an amazing
DannyMcShane.com.
fucking doco, man. I'm gonna.
That's
watch
cool.
It
I
again.
need to watch it again.
Yeah.
I'll probably learn
Oh, are
something.
you still selling that CD?
Yeah, I only did 100 of them. Limited edition.
Damn.
I don't know. Do people still buy CDs now? Do you still buy CDs?
Dude, I gave a bunch away the other day. They didn't buy it, but I forced it down the throat.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I mean,
I'll take a CD. You got any left?
Oh man,
yeah, I'll take one. I need to.
I think I
Yeah.
gave them all away. I'll burn it for you,
That sounds good.
or I can send the link to you guys.
No, I was gonna put it in my car.
Okay, yeah, I'll burn it for you.
I got a
There you go.
CD
There's
player.
people that still use CDs.
Never used a CD. I've got a CD player in it, but
I
I've never
don't have
used
a
it.
CD player. Eh? On Spotify now. I use Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't
Yeah.
use Spotify.
You don't use Spotify?
Do you,
yeah.
got a channel on Spotify?
Actually, the album's on Spotify, I think.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, waiting for those
sweet.
guys on there.
Yeah.
But that's old, man.
Oh, I don't give a fuck, man. It's so good.
I'm on SoundCloud too. You can check out SoundCloud.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna link all that
Well,
shit up.
There's some stuff on there, not officially released, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
at the start of the year, I started doing that weekly beats thing,
Oh yeah.
which is like just a good excuse for me to finish stuff. Yeah,
it's that.
it's the go.
Yeah, 10,000 hours.
10,000 hours.
Boom.
Do you have any sponsors out by any chance?
Any sponsors?
Yeah.
No. I'd like some.
You need a sponsor. We need to find a
Fuck yeah,
Omegachild
dude.
sponsor.
Well, let's start with voting first.
Yeah.
Everybody out there, fucking vote on this video so that Dan can win, so the government can sponsor him with $4,100 million. What is it? 25 grand?
Nah, $4,000.
$4
Yeah.
grand.
So
Oh,
$4,000.
fuck.
There's a few prizes.
Where's all my
I think,
taxpayer dollars going, man?
I think it's $4,000. Yeah, $4,000 for the People's Choice. So
Okay.
whoever
Okay.
gets the most votes.
Well, you're gonna win that.
No.
So fuck everybody
We'll see.
else. And then we're gonna fucking find you a sponsor, so
Yeah.
you can
Get some more cash.
yeah, cash baby.
So what do you got lined up for the next couple of projects? Is there anything in particular?
This thing just keeps evolving, really. Like, I just going to keep working on the
Yeah.
setup. I got projection now, so
Yeah, right.
yeah, I got like some lights and stuff, but
Yeah.
now I got the projection. I'm gonna try and just like push that further.
Yeah.
So I like project pictures of space and all
Yeah.
this kind of crazy shit.
Have you
So-
ever done like a pop-up rave?
A what?
Just had this idea just come through my mind.
Pop-up rave.
A pop-up rave. Like you just say,
I can
I'm
see
gonna
the
be-
wheels turning, man.
I'm going to be at this location at this time, and we're going to rave for 10 minutes. Then we're going to leg it.
Sort of.
It's like
Bit longer than 10 minutes.
but you know how they do the haka? We do. Yeah, there's rock up.
Oh, like a flash mob type.
Flash mob,
That's
yeah.
a great
Yeah.
idea. We should get a truck. There was this thing. Did you see that? The sidewalk sound system. These
No.
dudes in Brizzy started it.
What
They
is
would- They had like a trailer or like a ute or whatever, and they set up DJ there, and they just advertise on Facebook.
Actually, you know
Sidewalk
what?
sound system, and they just go pump out tunes somewhere on the street. They did it in the city a few times.
Did they get
Last
arrested?
No, I don't think so.
You-
They might have got moved on a few times, but
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
that's a
Maybe
good
we
idea.
could do
man.
something like that.
Fuck yeah! It's for 10 minutes, like just
For 10 minutes.
just
yeah.
like all go and park in the put some money in the meter for like 2 hour parking. It's just like just be raving on the fucking street for
Yeah.
2 hours.
I thought
I
about
think it'd be a good
busking,
idea.
eh? I was thinking about busking.
What?
I don't know.
What with all your equipment?
Yeah, like get a mini drum kit, go into
Oh,
the
dude.
valley, and just pump out like some drum and bass, some crazy.
Fuck, that'd be
I
awesome.
don't know.
Yeah.
Drunk people give you money. I don't know.
Man, I remember clubbing when I was younger, in the younger years. I was on the coast, I was on the surface. And I'd pulled up, I think I was going to the drink nightclub, and I'm standing outside this pizza shop, and I see this dude rock up in a Honda Integra. Like, this is probably 2001, and this Integra was probably a 1999 Integra. It was pretty decent. Pulled up, had this full sports kit on, had the blow-off valve, and they were wearing bummy clothes. I'm like, what's this guy doing? Jumps out of the car, pops the boot, gets a guitar out. I'm like, what's he doing? Closes the boot, walks over to the pizza shop, sits down, puts the guitar down, starts singing. Says
What?
busking.
Yeah.
Later on, I got a bit drunk and I went back out and asked him, And the guy's making like $400 a night, $500 a night,
Jesus.
and that's just cash.
There you
That's
go.
There's have you heard of Dub FX?
No.
He's like that crazy beatboxer guy,
Yeah.
pretty big in the hippie community. He's actually from Melbourne, actually, and he moved to London.
Yeah.
But look him up. He's crazy. He does like loop beatboxing or whatever.
Yeah.
But he got really massive. He just travel all around Europe, just busking, and he was making like €800 a day sometimes.
What? That's
Just
like
from busking?
4,000 Australian dollars.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Well,
Damn.
man, he was just raking it in. Just and they were just cruising around, him and his girlfriend, staying in 5-star hotels.
Holy
eating
shit, just from
5-star restaurants,
busking.
just yeah.
Hey, dude, you should like do like a 10-minute Tabata pop-up rave.
10 minutes of
Tabata.
bar.
Yeah, man. 1 minute on.
Pop-up rave.
1 minute on, 30 seconds off. 1 minute
That's
on,
it.
30 seconds off.
That'd
like-
be dope.
Raving for a good cause.
Yeah. And then you just have your charity boxes attached to this truck. Just
Oh,
kinda
there you
put
go.
the money in.
Like you'd have a vomit box on one side and the charity box on the other, man.
Done. You should look into this Tabata music. Tabata music. Yeah.
Tabata.
I think you
Okay.
could make some coin from this too.
Tabata pop-up.
That could sponsor
Yeah.
your music.
Damn. I don't think you need sponsors for the music though.
No, but people can download the music to see, because that's actually a real thing right now. Like on Facebook, I've been seeing these video clips, and they're video clips for Tabata training, and it actually has an account.
Oh yeah. I've seen that. Yeah.
What's
And-
Tabata?
So
What is it
Tabata is like interval style training.
I
High intensity interval training.
So let's say you're going to do like 30 seconds push-ups, 30 seconds of push-ups. Is it 30-second blocks?
Yeah, depending on
Yeah.
the athlete.
so
So-
it's not aerobics time.
No,
kind
so
of shit.
so
yeah.
it could be like 30 seconds of the bench, 10-second rest, 30 seconds
Yeah.
push-up, 10-second rest, 30-second sprints, 10-second rest. And the music's going to the beat. So as you rest, the music slows down. And as you amp up, the music amps up.
Yeah.
And you're doing your whole set off this song that might go for half an hour straight. And this like
So it's a
long-
continuous song.
It's
Yeah,
just, but it's,
just,
it's changing tempos according to
So the peaks and valleys would follow
Yeah.
the intensity of your workout.
And so you imagine there's all these people out there who want to punch out their workouts and to be efficient. And you're telling them when to... they don't have to think about it. It's a no-brainer. The music's in the background and someone's just telling them when to change.
Yeah.
And you've timed it, so they're getting their workout done in that period. And so people need fresh music all the time because they get bored listening to the same beats.
Yeah, right. Did they use just popular music to do that, or like can you just chuck music?
Maybe they could listen to
Or-
some Waiting for Postcards music. Do you know what I'm saying, man?
Maybe it's that Qube effect.
Qube effect. Dude.
Yeah.
I should have got dancers.
That's what I think. I actually don't know that much about Tabata. Tabata.
But I don't know how to say it. I
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Yeah, all I know that
Sounds like a cat.
I've done the training before and it sucked.
It's brutal, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like you just do sprints.
yeah.
10-second sprints and then 10-second rest and 10-second sprints. It's fucking
Yeah.
But
brutal.
maybe that's a place for you. You heard of your
Maybe.
fakes.
Hey, what's your next are you looking to do like some sort of recorded project to put it out there for?
Yeah, so I'm kind of I did all those weekly beats, and now I'm kind of like picking the best of them and just kind of working them into something, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. My focus has been on playing live, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, I think that's the main focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
Just
any
because-
shows you'd like to play at? Like, would you like this feature at Splendor, for example?
Yeah, I think it could probably work at Splendor, maybe. Yeah. I'm playing like smaller festivals, kind of
Yeah.
like Splendor, around the place, like Jungle Love Festival, pretty new festival.
Could they sit you up just a 4x4 meter stage and everyone just is all around you? You're in the
That
middle?
would be sick. I prefer
spotlight.
playing in smaller places.
Yeah.
It works way better. Like we played in these warehouses in West End.
Yeah.
So it's literally just on the floor and people are really close. And
Oh,
it's
that's
way
cool.
better that
Are
way.
those like raves as well?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're BYO, you know,
Not
sort
exactly.
of pop up.
Yeah.
We released the venue on the day.
Okay.
But
Wow. It's
Sort of.
underground shit.
Yeah.
When you're being exposed to this world.
where all the cool kids are, man.
But, yeah,
too
gets-
busy on the books.
yeah,
So
there's a bit of that happening.
So like eventually, like how long do you reckon it'd be before you release some sort of recorded project where listeners can purchase and play in the car or
I
play
reckon
while
by the
you're
end of
working
the
out?
year,
Yeah.
I'll have something.
Fuck
just
yeah.
like an EP of maybe like 5, solid songs.
Amazing.
Of new direction.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. We'll see, but I mean that's not the focus. Like
Okay.
fully getting into the live thing. I
Right.
really want to push that.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean you need to get some stuff out. I guess you need to sell the CDs or whatever.
Got to make some dollars.
That's it.
But eventually, I'd like to just record live shows, and then
Oh yeah.
I read about some band doing that. Actually, yeah, I can't remember who they were, but yeah, they'd record the live show, and then by the time, maybe within half an hour, then they could grab the CD at the end of the show.
Fuck.
I don't know how the hell they do that, like mix it that quick, but yeah, that'd be cool.
Suppose the live mix would have to be pretty
Yeah.
fucking good and just
Yeah.
go straight from the desk onto the
Yeah.
laptop and.
I don't know. People just I give stuff away for free now. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about the
Yeah.
selling music kind of thing, but I think selling the live show and the experiences, you
Yeah.
know, you can't download that. So
Man, so looking at your stuff, Omegachild, you've done hip hop mixing, you've worked with filmmakers, you've done more hip hop stuff.
yeah, a lot of hip hop stuff. Yeah.
You've done more hip hop stuff.
Damn.
You've composed You've done alternative music. You said you've played in rock bands in the past. Electronic pop. Imperial Orchestra. Can you please tell me about Imperial Orchestra?
Money in the bank.
Orchestra.
Lord Brisbane Imperial
yeah,
Orchestra.
yeah. Dale. I'm actually got a session with her tomorrow. So she is a composer in Brisbane, and I did some mixing for her. She did like this orchestra of like futuristic robots and all this kind of crazy shit. It's kind of like steampunk mixed with like futuristic
Holy
robots.
shit.
I think her last show she got brought into the show in a coffin. Oh no, not in a sarcophagus, or you know, like a big Egyptian kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, they brought her
That's
in, and she
fucking
comes in
crazy.
and like conducts and this
What?
orchestra. So
Holy shit. That
yeah, I've
sounds
just done a
amazing.
few like small jobs for her.
Yeah.
But
Is it?
I'm gonna start doing a bit more with her.
Is that online somewhere?
I think so.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to look for that. That
Yeah,
sounds
it's,
fucking amazing.
yeah. Some strange stuff. They had a robot on stage doing something, and yeah,
Damn. Sounds all Japanese. It's all the futuristic
crazy,
stuff.
man.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Interesting fact. Sorry to change the topic again. Going back to that Tabata training. It's
Tabata.
actually Tabata. It's actually Tabata. And it was actually created by a Japanese scientist called Dr. Izumi Tabata
There you go.
Oh.
from the National
yes.
Institute of Fitness and Sports in Tokyo. So it's basically just a form of hit training.
Dropping gems.
Yeah, so
Dropping
Check it
look it up
gems.
online. I don't know how accurate I was with all the information before, but, but it's a high intensity workout. You're meant to do it maybe 4 days a week, and it's meant to be 4-minute rounds with 20-second intervals.
Maybe I should do
10-second rests.
It's supposed to be amazing for your metabolism, man. Like you're
Yeah.
just supposed to be. It's just supposed to like be burning for hours on end afterwards.
So this is the training you should have been pushing Dan with.
I was trying to make him vomit, man. Not get fit.
Yeah.
Getting fit was just a
So how long's a Tabata workout? Do you
So,
just do like 20 minutes?
An example workout for a Tabata
That's shorter
workout
than that, I
is push-ups for 4 minutes, bodyweight squats for 4 minutes,
Jesus.
burpees for 4 minutes, mountain climbs for 4 minutes.
And that's it? Go home?
And it is, so basically start with push-ups, perform them for 20 seconds at high intensity, then a 10-second rest,
I could do this. This could
and
fit
then
in. to my
doing
schedule.
push-ups for 20 seconds, etc. Once you complete that particular set of push-ups, you rest for 1 minute before you start the next one. So then you do your squats, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Then your burpees and your mountain climbers.
So how long in total?
So in
is this
total,
gonna?
that's 20 minutes.
That's all right.
Shit.
20 minutes.
Yeah, 4 minute
Probably do that.
sets, 1 minute break.
There's really no excuse because you don't need anything else, right? You just
No.
need a bit of space. You don't need
Just
weights or
need a
anything.
space. And you know what? You and Dan could just film the workout program himself.
Dude,
Start, yeah.
not now though because
Tabata podcast.
the Tabata podcast. It'll be just 20 minutes.
Just set up your own Spotify account.
It'll be 20 minutes of us going.
We forgot to film it. It's just the audio. It's just the audio.
Yeah, three guys going.
Oh man. Hey, one question before we wrap this up. I saw when Conor McGregor was going on his big ass fucking run. Like he was going through everybody. And because you were training with me a little bit, like, you know, with just, you know, just learning a little bit of fundamental sort of skills for certain aspects of martial arts. And you started to become a big fan of Conor McGregor. Not just because of his physical martial arts game, but you started to get really intrigued with his mental game.
I just really resonate with it. Yeah. Like, you got me into MMA, and I got into, like, watching Frankie Edgar and people like that, you know? So I got into it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was kind of watching it here and there, but then Conor McGregor came out and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Who's this guy? I don't know a lot about MMA, you know, technique, so this was, like, a bit more entertaining, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
I think you mentioned before you also got into MMA. You also got stuck into the Joe Rogan podcast and stuff as well off the back.
Yeah. That's how I got into, or kind of interested into MMA. I kind of got into kettlebells first, actually. He got me into kettlebells, got right into that. And then I contacted you and started, getting interested in MMA.
Yeah.
So that was the start of it. But yeah, when like Conor McGregor came out, that's when I really started becoming obsessed with it. Me and my girlfriend, she's fully into it now as well. Like we're just obsessed with
Conor McGregor or MMA?
Conor McGregor. Look, I'm a massive fanboy of this dude. Yeah.
So what part of his
physique? No, this is it. The mind. That's
just
the
the
mindset.
mindset.
the mindset.
The combination, like and the work ethic. It's just he's completely obsessed with what he's doing, and that's just like
that's similar
really
to your
inspiring.
mentality, isn't it?
Yeah. I really resonate with his obsession with something.
Yeah.
And he's entertaining to watch,
Yeah.
I can see he's kind of can be annoying, and that ego thing gets pretty annoying sometimes for some people, but. I don't know. I step back as a fan and just go, this is, it's half sport, half entertainment for me.
Yeah. I think he's also nailed that part of the game. Like I think fighters
that's it.
don't
He's
want
got the combo. He's got, he's a weapon, but he's got the mental game, and that's probably
genius.
how he beat Aldo. Do you think? I don't know.
I think
do you
he psyched them out.
Totally mental. Like
you've got to do enough. Like Aldo never fights like that. He's a Muay Thai fighter. I mean, he's traditionally he starts slow.
Yeah.
He's never fucking messy footwork rushing in, throwing haymakers. He's never done that.
That's just emotional, right?
Exactly.
He's got completely emotional.
So,
he played to that mindset.
Yeah, man. All props to fucking Conor McGregor, man.
It's fair game, right?
It is.
I guess. What do you think he's gonna? Do you think he'll beat?
He's not
Diaz?
beating Nate Diaz. Hell no.
You reckon?
He's not beating Nate Diaz. No. Diaz doesn't give a fuck, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
So
care.
I'm a big fan of Diaz too.
Oh yeah.
I'm just
man.
I want to see that.
It's so
again.
genuine, eh?
Yeah. He's just straight up. It's good.
Yeah.
Just in closing, when Dan was telling us the story about how he got into MMA listening to, was it Tool? Then he got on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah, I discovered Joe Rogan from Maynard James Keenan's podcast, the lead singer from Tool.
Oh,
so
shit.
I was looking up he did an interview with Maynard James Keenan, and that's how I found Joe Rogan, because I didn't know Joe Rogan.
Oh wow!
Before
then he started following Wayne Parr after that.
Yeah,
your mate.
My mate John Wayne Parr.
John Wayne,
Oh shit! Did you? Yeah, man.
Yeah, so I saw him on Joe Rogan, and I was like, that dude's just in the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Funnily
so
enough, man.
Him and
Funnily enough, we just had this conversation with Ben Johnston, and
this story's going to get repeated ongoing, but
anyway, just let me go. Let me explain it to Dan. So, so it's at Mansfield.
On a stadium
or something, right? And there was a local Muay Thai fight eruption, I think it was. John Wayne Parr and his fighter had a fight. His fighter lost by decision, I think it was, and they were walking out of the ring. I'm fucking blind drunk. I'm wasted. 5 rows back, he's fucking walking out of his ring with, patting his fighter on the back like, chin up, mate, you did good, it wasn't a good time. I run up to John Wayne Parr, throw my arm around him with my phone out. Yo, man, can I get a selfie? He's looking at it like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm taking photos, looking at it, it's blurry. He's already walking off. I run up to him again, grab him. Bro, man, that was blurry. Can we do another one? But, this time he's fucking nice enough to turn around and smile and,
Yeah.
So that was my John Wayne Parr story.
Is it on there now? Can I see?
It's on there, yeah, it's on there.
It's on there somewhere.
Yeah.
Because we mentioned that, and Benny tagged John Wayne Parr in it.
And Chong's all freaked out now.
Yeah, man.
So
Just want to tell my wife and my kids that I love them, and
eventually you get a non-blurry photo. I think that's the
oh man, you know,
He's pretty active on social media. Isn't
yeah,
he? You
he's
could probably hit him
hilarious,
up.
dude.
yeah.
Anyway,
So back to you, Dan. Dan, it was great having you on the show.
Oh, thanks very much, man. Yeah, it's awesome.
thanks, dude.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna pump this out there. It's
Fuck
good.
yeah, man.
Excellent.
Good.
We need to get the guys out there voting for your Qube effect video, man. Get them all out there.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get him on board.
And like
Cheers.
there, and you know, to be honest, like there's a lot of other really good Brisbane artists on that competition as well. So you know, if you
There is,
if
yeah.
you dig
there's
them,
some
vote
cool
for them
stuff
too.
on
But
there.
yeah, in closing, fuck those guys and vote for Omegachild. Co-signed. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
DOJO,
Cheers.
life. DOJO, life, yeah. DOJO, life.